YouTube, what is going on? Back with my latest video, back with another installment of Speculation Saturdays. So I have a cool one for you guys today. I have 5 pops to show you guys today, but they're all related and you should buy for the same exact reason. So I'm really excited to show you guys. I've mentioned these pops on the channel before, but now I have a better reason why it's time to get these pops before it's too late. So let's get right into them and see what we got. Here we go. Alright guys, before we get into this video, please smash that like button down below. Very important you do so, helps grow this channel, helps with the YouTube algorithm, so would really appreciate it if you hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, welcome, and hit the subscribe button down below as well so you're updated to my most recent content. And hit that bell notification so you're alerted as soon as I post a new video. So like I said, if it's your first time watching this segment, it's called Speculation Saturdays. What I like to do on this segment is pick a Funko Pop or a couple different Funko Pops that I think are going to go up in value over time and give you my reason on why I think that's going to be the case. So I wasn't originally going to make a video for the day, but I woke up to some confirmation news that my brother sent over, so shout out to him. Otherwise it probably wouldn't have been a video. But like I said, I talked about these pops before in the past, and because I knew this was coming, but we just got confirmation that it is coming, and we have a set date as well. And those pops are the Animaniacs. So the confirmation he sent me earlier today was via Twitter. This is coming to Hulu in November this year. So very, very excited for that. Animaniacs was one of my favorite shows growing up as a kid. It was very educational, but they did it in a very funny way. If you guys have never seen Animaniacs, the old show that came out back in the 90s, it was a Warner Brothers show. It was kind of like the Looney Tunes. They actually were the Warner Brothers, Wacko and Yakko, and then Dot was the Warner sister. And what they did is kind of like how the Looney Tunes, they just did random and, you know, outlandish things. But in the process, they kind of taught some historical stories and things like that. It's where I learned all the presidents. I can still probably tell you the presidents in order, all the 50 state capitals, you know, all the countries in the world. They did a whole lot of different educational things in the show. So very, very dope show. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. But the new version is coming out, and hopefully that is just as good. But like I said, there's confirmation that this show is coming back out. So I can only assume that the pops are going to rise as well. You know, sometimes with like comic books, you know, there's a movie or TV show that's been confirmed and the comic book shoots up. I can only think the same happens with Funko Pops because it's happened in the past. These pops are all vaulted, the Animaniacs pops. So you have Wacko right there, you have Dot right here, and then you have Yakko. So like I said, they're all vaulted, so you can't get them in the store, you can't order them. And I don't know if Funko's really going to make another pop for these, because I would assume people would be extremely angry with the creators of the new version of Animaniacs if they change the characters in any way. So I don't see why Funko would make another version of them. They may just put them in a different pose, but that's kind of a long way to go. I think these are going to be the only pops that Funko has for the Animaniacs. And even if they do, the originals are always going to be more sought after. Now these pops individually are only going for like $25 or under right now, so it's definitely a good time to get it. Either way, you're going to want these pops because they're just cool ones to have in the collection in a very, very dope show. So strongly suggest that you get any of these 3 pops, or if not all of them. Hunt them down on eBay, Mercari, whatnot, whatever you have to do, because that's the only place you're going to be able to get them at this point, is a secondary market. But definitely with that confirmation, I think people are going to start looking for these things more, all Animaniacs things, and once the show hits, they're going to want it even more, and especially if it's good. So definitely get those 3. But the other 2 I wanted to show you guys have to go with that show as well. And if you watched Animaniacs at all, you know what I'm about to talk about. That is Pinky and the Brain. So Pinky and the Brain was actually, if you guys aren't aware, if you didn't see the show, is a spin-off of the Animaniacs. So it was like a little side show that they had on Animaniacs, and then eventually they got their own show. So if they're bringing back the Animaniacs, I can only think that Pinky and the Brain at some point are going to be on that show, and you know, going to go up in value as well as right along with the Animaniacs. So these pops are starting to get up there a little bit in price. They've crept up, nothing too crazy. They're maybe $30 instead of $25. I actually got to get another Pinky. My box in this one is mangled, if you guys can see back there, but you know, was glad enough to get it because I have been looking for it for a long time. But these are also vaulted, and they're going to start shooting up in value as well. Either way, like I said, these pops have gone up in value without any news as far as the show being confirmed. And now with that confirmation, I haven't checked eBay at all. So I don't know if they've gone up since the news, but I wanted to let you guys know first before the mass spike in value happens. So definitely get these two pops, as well the Pinky and the Brain, as well as the Animaniacs. I would go for these first, to be quite honest, since they're more valuable and more people are familiar with Pinky and the Brain rather than Animaniacs, which is kind of weird since they were the side characters. These I can see up shooting up first, and then the Animaniacs following shortly after. Hopefully when when Warner Brothers does this remake, Funko, instead of making these pops over, starts doing like a Slappy Squirrel, the Goodfellas, those pigeons. You know, something different would be nice to see instead of doing these characters again, or maybe do something like a movie, not movie moment, but like a TV moment with Pinky and the Brain, or in the lab, or the Warner Brothers and sister on the Warner Brother Tower. That'd be something cool to do, but I just really don't see them making these pops over again. So definitely, I can't stress enough how much I think you probably should get this pops. So I don't think they'll be like super grails. Like, I don't see them being $100 pops, but I can definitely see them falling in the $50, $75 range, and maybe one of them, whatever is the most rare of those five, may end up hitting the $100 mark at one point, and I probably would think it's either Pinky or the Brain. So definitely suggest to get those pops. Let me know in the comment section below if you've already got it, which pops you would like to see Funko make from the reboot, maybe, you know, referencing the old show. And in general, just let me know what you think about this segment. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have not already, hit that like button down below. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel. And also follow me on Instagram at ThePopSavage. You can stay connected on there as well. And if you have not already checked out the other videos in this segment, I do have a playlist of all my Speculation Saturdays videos. Strongly suggest you to check them out. A lot of those pops that I've suggested have started to go up in value, and might want to check them out as well before it's too late to get them. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and until next time, I'll see you later.